Oh, man. Here we go.
Welcome to The Divide with Mike and Corey, two diehard baseball fans who don't agree on anything. Which side will you choose? This
Welcome
is
to The
The
Divide.
Divide.
With Mike and Corey.
That's your boy Todd Frazier.
Hey guys, I'm Julie Stewart-Banks.
Hey, what's up? This is Cliff Floyd. You can catch me on The Divide.
You can catch me on The Divide on Fox Sports The Gambler.
Hopefully our disagreements one day bring us all together.
So stupid. So corny. And so stupid. I hope our disagreements bring us together.
Yeah, I do. This is The Divide.
And here we are, Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler, 102.5 Philly, 104.1 Trenton. Check us out on the iHeartRadio app. Dude,
We are back,
we're
baby.
back. It's been, first of all, I didn't realize this. It's been just about a month.
Yeah,
The 2nd was the last time we had a show.
exactly. Super
I
Bowl.
got sick, and then you got sick, and then
And then-
work, and then
Yeah.
family and everything.
Our families got sick. It was nuts.
I would
man.
like to say that, like, oh, you were away. How was your vacation? And
Yeah,
after you
no,
went away, I went away.
February
No, dude.
sucked.
Awful.
Yeah.
The worst.
Thank God for a leap year because technically we still recorded twice in February.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well,
You're right
'cause
about
we're
that.
recording
That's
late
true.
Thursday night.
Oh, man. And I can firmly say, with the exception of the Super Bowl, which you guys don't want to hear any more about anyway, there's
Right.
been zero interesting sports
Yeah,
news.
I was gonna say Philly went nuts over their hot dogs.
Right, which rightfully so,
I
by
get-
the way. Can we just talk about that for a minute?
Okay.
Why are they ending the dollar hot dog?
Fair, but also like how great are you and how excited are you about your team if all you could complain about is hot dogs, right? Like there's only two ways that works. Is like one, like your team is so bad that all you have to rely on is hot
the hot
dogs,
dogs.
or your team has been in 2 NLCS championship rounds in the last 2 years, and all you have to worry about is your hot dogs, right? So, and that's what the Phillies are right now.
Yeah,
Like
I'm just taking the approach of like, what's going on, man? You can't afford to give out dollar hot dogs anymore.
No.
I know it was getting a little crazy.
No, I absolutely was getting crazy. Like,
but
people-
that's the best part about it. Like,
somebody was gonna die off.
we
of
missed
Glizzy.
the dollar hot dog last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I really wanted to go to a dollar hot dog night this year
Yeah.
and just buy 20 and just wing them.
Yeah, I get
at
that.
whoever I
Yeah,
wanted to.
and I think they realized it wasn't gonna get any better. It was
it's
only
not
gonna
supposed
get
to
worse.
get better.
It was
It's
only gonna
not
get worse.
supposed to get better.
It's
If
not.
you want butts in seats, you do dollar hot dog.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can do an inter squad play
Mm-hmm.
on dollar hot dog night.
I did reach out to Trenton Thunder. I was like, "Yo, dude, if we don't do dollar hot dogs, like, I don't know why we're not."
Absolutely.
Yeah, even 50-cent.
I want a hot dog cannon.
Yeah.
Philly, are you selling your hot dog cannon? We'll purchase it.
Nah, I feel like they're still gonna rock with the glizzy. Also, like, this is the funniest part, and I only know this because I have a 7-year-old. But if you go over to the kids section at in Citizens Bank, you could get a glizzy at any time for $2.
Really?
Yeah, so right over by the kiddie field or whatever they want to call it, the little wiffle ball field, and the rock wall, there's like a cafe right there, and they sell a $2 hot dog every single game. It's the kids' dog.
I can't afford
You know.
a $2 hot dog. Dollar
But-
hot dog was where
yeah,
it's at.
$2
Inflation's
dog.
getting crazy.
But yeah, so they are still doing a promo. It's buy one get one. You could buy 2 get 4 hot dogs, but they will no longer do the dollar dog, which is crazy. You know, there's a lot of guys that influencers throughout Philadelphia that are upset about it. Shout outs to Kyle Pagan. He's been the one that's been making sure that this is coming back every year, and I think he's devastated that it's not coming back this year. But you know, who knows? The Gamblers got some tricks up our sleeves, so maybe we'll partake in some type of dog festivity. You never
I
know.
hope so. I
But
hope so.
but yeah, what I do know is, you know, I don't care if it's 25 cents hot dogs right now. I'm not going over to Queens and partaking in it because it's just not worth it, man. It's been awful. Like, you know, we got Luke Voigt invitation to spring training. There's so much. The Mets are a mess, and it's just.
But that's what preseason is for. This is me.
Oh, they're doing
this is
great
me looking
as
at
far as-
every
yeah.
MLB lineup during preseason. This is me.
Yeah.
Who?
Spring training. We call
Who's
it.
that?
Preseason's
Who's
hockey.
it? It doesn't matter.
I
It's
know.
preseason.
You're a
It's
hockey
I
guy.
have no idea. You look at any list. And furthermore, MLB is opening this year with 2 games in Korea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, what are they doing? They're doing some weird game in the spring. Did you see that? Or there's some, is it some sort of celebrate? I don't know. The teams are being called a different name. Like when we play you, when the Mets play the Yankees in spring training, not preseason, it shows that you guys are playing under a different name, like a Spanish name. Is that like a Spanish heritage thing that MLB does? I know.
I mean, that's great.
I
if
know
they
the
are.
NBA does it. But
Um,
if you go all the way, because
like-
opening day is what, the 28th of March?
Okay. Yeah.
And then if you go, or it's 28 for every other team. I think it's a couple days before for the.
I love how you
international
just
game.
randomly ask things.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay, great.
March 24th, the New
Mhm.
York Yankees are playing Del Mexico Diablos Rojos.
I love it. And that's us? That's the Mets?
I think.
Look at us. Look at us being culturally sound.
I don't
I like
know.
that move.
But there's a few other teams that are playing by the same name, and I think they're all Spanish names. I didn't know. Oh, maybe no. It's maybe just the same thing. Del Mexico Diablos Rojos.
I like that move.
And like even on the 26th, look, the Washington Nationals are playing the Washington National Futures,
okay. Well, that
or the
could-
Sugarland Space Cowboys, which are playing the Houston Astros. I guess that's like I'm guessing it's just an inter squad game. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're changing because that happens too. The Mets play the Mets, or like they split squad. So maybe they just change the names for that. I like that move. Either way, what I thought you were gonna make fun of was the London series because I am going there. It's 100 days away.
No,
just
why
so
would
you
I
know.
make fun of that? That's
Oh,
great.
no, I'm excited, man.
Across the pond.
Yeah.
You sound like you're from London.
I love it. I like this move. Look, man, it's been crazy. You know, it's funny because like a lot of Met fans right now on Twitter, a lot of Philly fans are poking fun at Atlanta, and I'm just like, yo, dude, like let them slump. Let the sleeping beast lie. Like, why are we even talking like, oh, they're doing bad in spring training? Well, then, yeah, let's not wake them up for the regular season because they are stacked. And you want to talk about a team that could absolutely like just take over? It's the Atlanta Braves.
And you're talking about a sport where you're playing an insane amount of
162
games. Like
games.
if you think these guys are right at like football players that play, if you're lucky,
Right.
20 games in the season, right? If you're lucky, you'll play as many as 20 or 21 games. With playoffs, I kind of
Fair.
not doing the math here.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, even in preseason, those guys don't do anything until week 1. Like you're thinking spring training, these guys are actually trying. Get out of here, man. They're trying. They're just trying not to get hurt. They're not trying to play good ball. They're probably working on a few things. They're changing a few things, whether it's with their throwing, they're hitting, they're working with a couple different coaches, but you're not going to see them go full force. So for anybody, for any grown human being to watch spring training and to really think that this is going to be a reflection on how their season's going to go is
Yeah. Well, it's twofold, right? You got people playing for their jobs, right?
right.
And then you have other guys that are just trying to get into to form and figure out things, you know? And so and that's really where the Braves are at right now. Like they know what they have. So it's really like,
Absolutely.
hey, we're not trying to rock the boat. We're not trying to get hurt. And we'll get our starters the ample time for them to warm up. But yeah, outside of that, we're not doing nothing. So I totally agree with that. If I'm the Braves, I got nothing to prove, everything to lose right now in spring training. So, they're 500 right now, but still, like everybody wants to point out, hey, look at this record compared to that record, and I'm just like, yo, dog, it's spring training. Like
Exactly.
that's all it is.
Exactly.
You
Why
know,
are we talking about this? Practice.
it's
We're talking about
practice.
practice?
Not even.
Practice.
Mets are great at practice. They're 4-2 right now. It's ridiculous,
dude.
I don't think they start the season even 4-2. Like I hate to say it, man. I'm still on strike. I will see the Mets when they're in Philly, when they're in Chicago, when they're in London. I will not go to Queens anytime soon because it's disturbing. They couldn't even turn around and just sign Pete Alonso. They're not doing anything, and I'm just not about it.
All
So-
right, so we've been throwing out a lot of hypotheticals at my day job lately. Like how much for this or what would you do for that? So
Right.
you're pretty fed up with the Mets. If the trend continues, let's just say for like the next 2 years, and you're offered a lump sum of money to change your favorite team.
I would never.
No,
never.
okay, you just
No,
rather be
no,
miserable all the
yeah,
time? Okay.
Here's where it would get awkward. If they actually, the MLB, Brooklyn has the rights to make an MLB team. If that ever happened, I would consider it.
Oh.
Outside of that, never.
Okay. So, we talking expansion, or are we talking someone moved to Brooklyn? Would it have to be a complete fresh start just from Brooklyn, or if if like an expansion, or if a team like Oakland, or bad example because they're already moving, but you know what I mean? A team
No,
is
I get.
just,
Yeah, they would have to bring it back to Brooklyn in a way that made me feel comfortable. The Giants almost went to Tampa. I don't know if you know that. San Fran almost went to Tampa Bay in the early '90s, and like that wouldn't resonate. The Brooklyn Athletics, I would consider it. They would have to figure out a way to bring it back to my town, my city. And it's funny because iHeart's doing a thing with Eat Clean Bro. We're raising money for the Children's Specialized Hospital.
yeah.
And I did the walkthrough today, and the venue is not only one of the sites of the where Eat Clean Bro first started their expansion, but it's also this beautiful, beautiful place in Freehold. And I'm talking to them, and they're all from Brooklyn. And so we're talking about Shore Road,
Like
we're
peas
talking
in
about
a pod.
Sunset Park, talking about how my dad, he ended up literally being a janitor for the Galbraith Company and then becoming an executive for them, and and how my family grew, and they actually even knew my Uncle Carl, which was amazing, my brother's namesake. So it was really, really cool to talk to all of them.
You make
but
me sick.
it is.
I work so hard to break you down from this Brooklyn habit,
And I just
it's
find
an
more
afternoon with more people from Brooklyn, and you're
Yeah,
back up at the
yeah,
top.
Exactly.
Unreal.
So to answer your
Disgusting.
question, I would have a very tough time, contemplating staying a Mets fan if Brooklyn had a team. Even
Like
if
if
it
for
was the
some
Brooklyn
reason,
Athletics.
the Bronx was like the Yankees, you got to get out of here.
The
and they moved to
Brooklyn Yankees.
They were the
No,
Brooklyn
that-
Yankees. You wouldn't be
no.
able to do it.
I don't know. Like they'd have to change the whole.
I would
attitude.
want Philadelphia to move to, but keep the Phillies name. I would
Yeah.
the Brooklyn Phillies. That's what I would want.
I don't know, man. If they keep that lineup, I'd consider it. It's
Seriously,
pretty dope. But that's where I'm at, dude. It's been crazy. I feel like I haven't seen you in like forever.
Yeah, we
so,
haven't, man.
Yeah, it's
been-
going
been
quick.
bad. I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're allowed to take time off. I don't like it. I didn't like it one bit.
Yeah.
The good news is, what else? I mean, actually, the funny stuff has just have been coming out in the last couple of days. Thank God. Usually we're back and forth, sending each other topics and all that stuff, but we haven't really been talking about too much. But even this week, what sports wise, let's keep it sports for right now. In the first segment, still, you got the Jets claiming that Hardman has been leaking the game plan,
That
and that's
explains
why
all
the
their
Jets were
woes.
losing. Get out of here, bro.
Oh, man.
So stupid.
I saw Kevin Kincaid, huge Philly sports guy. He wrote
Oh yeah.
give the ball to Brees Hall, and then the second option was pray. So
Here's the game plan.
Yeah, right.
Give the ball to Brees Hall.
Yeah, I'm shocked they had a game plan. They
did not have a game plan.
Yeah, you want to the minute Aaron Rodgers was gone, you were just like, all right, that's it. And also that poor little kid, he knew they didn't have a game plan. He stopped playing. Zach Wilson.
That poor young man.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
poor,
man.
poor young man.
That poor little guy.
Oh, my
man.
God. And what else? And then Tyreek Hill broke a lady's leg.
That story is insane.
First of all, I got to get dates. When did this happen?
Right.
I know she's doing a lawsuit. I mean, she's a bigger. I don't want to say
She's
a
a
big
plus
woman.
size model.
Well,
but
she's just a
Right.
big human. I wouldn't even say
Right.
woman. She's a big human being. She's 6'1"
yeah,
and whatever.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
gorgeous.
Right.
Absolutely gorgeous.
fair.
But her story's hysterical. I'm sorry, it is. Why are we hearing about this now, man? First of all, he slides into your DMs. He flies you out. You claim he flew you out to his house. I mean, dude, maybe his wife tried to burn the house down, and that's why he had to deal with that fire.
Oh, is
You know,
that?
I
is
don't
that
know.
what
I
that
mean, if we're
was?
looking at a timeline here, the dude's
Ooh.
publicly happily married, and then all of a sudden he's saying he's flying a chick to his house in Miami. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a doubter. I'm a doubter of everything. To sue him for breaking, because he gave you a nudge, get out of here.
I mean, I love the part of the story where he tried to downplay what was wrong with her leg and offered her
I'll
ice
give you
and
some
stuff.
ice,
It
or
was
you
a
can get outta
clean
here.
Break. It was a clean break. So I don't know, man. It sounds like she should get paid. And it's also why I get it. Like you want to, yeah, I'm a football player. Let's roughhouse. But the minute she knocked you on your butt, like just deal with it. Like use that.
That was the way it happened.
yeah.
I guess.
I would have used that to have other activities with
absolutely.
her, not to have a physical altercation
No
with her.
ego here.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Oh, God.
Knock me down
You got
as
me.
much as you want.
got
yeah.
me. Yeah. You got
all
me.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Like, come
And then
on.
I would have played it off as a salesperson too, like maybe like I meant to fall, you know, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
It's not like you. Like
I wouldn't have
if
been
you,
like,
if
all
you-
right, my turn to line up. Like what? Like what are you proving?
Oh
What are
my
you
God.
proving?
I kind of hope there's video of it. I
I
want to
do
see
too.
it.
I
I want
do
to see
too.
the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
I do. Dude.
absolutely crazy.
Oh my God.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, that's it. Those are hey. Those,
No,
those are
what about Yager Day in
Oh,
Pittsburgh? which-
fantastic.
yeah,
That's the way
Creepy
you
and-
retire somebody's number.
fair. Everything was cool. But
So,
go ahead.
the Pittsburgh Penguins retired Yager's number during warm-ups. The
One of 62
entire-
teams. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
yeah, I know.
I
He
can
dude's
do it.
played for so.
Yeah.
So during the warm-ups, the entire team went out wearing the Yager's number, his jersey, along with the mullets, the Yager mullets. And then at the end of everybody coming out, Yager came out for the warm-up. Still looks like he can play in the NHL. I mean, he only stopped not too long ago. Absolutely fantastic. So fantastic that Pittsburgh rolled out the red carpet so much for Yager. They gave him the
Yeah.
best hotel room in the city. And you know who he took that hotel room from?
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
That was
I
my
love it.
favorite story.
I love
Drake's
it.
trying to get, I guess he's on tour, he's performing, he's trying to get, the best hotel, and they're like, sorry. Yeah, I wanted to see Drake's reaction when the hotel's like, sorry, Jaromir Jagr is staying in this room. You can't have it. I wanted
like,
like,
who? Yeah.
I mean, Drake's from Canada, so
Yeah.
you got to know maybe some
Oh,
hockey.
maybe that. Yeah.
I don't know, but I imagine a Google took place at some point.
But also, like, finally, Drake had a day where everything didn't go his way because everything's been coming up roses when it comes to Drake lately. So, I'm actually happy Yager got one over him. The creepy moment in the Yager thing is when he talks about his girlfriend. Yeah. And not knowing, like, probably
It's
don't.
creepy with a little bit of humor because
It was.
with the humor. So basically, he says, "My girlfriend is too young to have seen me when I played with the Penguins." I think it was just when he was with the Penguins.
Penguins, yeah.
But don't worry, I showed her videos or something like
yeah,
that.
something like that.
So, and I get it. He played with the Penguins. Oh, I mean,
yeah, 90s, early
90s. Yeah. So, actually,
maybe 80s.
I mean, Yager's up there.
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend younger than mid-30s. That is it's a little creepy. But he's Yager. He can do it. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio does it all the time, and nobody bats an eye.
I mean, we started to. Like, the whole society has definitely started to recognize the fact that, DiCaprio's a little creepy.
But he's Leonardo DiCaprio. You know
Oh,
what I
no,
mean?
that's
Like,
dude. I rode
feel
his
like-
coattails with my long blonde hair and blue eyes for that whole genre.
No
of
one's
that.
gonna believe you about that, by the way.
All right, cool.
That was-
Well,
I
so
mean-
many people think like
I
just
knew you
assume
with
that I had
hair.
red hair.
I knew you. No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah.
that the color. Like I knew you with hair, so I
Okay.
know. But I feel like people that are watching are gonna look at you and be like, "Nah, man, you were bald all the time."
Whatever.
I'm just saying. Like there's no imagination with people these
It's
days.
fine. It's fine.
But we can post like when you cut this clip, you can post a picture of you with the blonde hair. Yeah,
Waving and close to me.
If only the social media was that impactful. Like
It's
back
it's
when you
yo
had the hair.
like some days like I'm like thank God I don't have hair because like you could just quickly shave and go.
Oh, and you
Other
put a
days-
skull cap on it and just walk
Nah.
out the door. I can't do that. I put a little bit of product in my hair and my ears get
Oh,
cold. I'm
dude,
not
it-
wearing
yeah.
earmuffs.
But also like if when I had hair, if I showered at night, then I wake up and my hair was like Don King.
Yeah.
Like it was it was nuts. Like so like I don't miss any of that stuff, but there are some times, especially when it's cold and you don't have a hat on. Do you understand how cold that is?
Sunscreen placement
Sunscreen placement.
on the hat.
Just
Have you ever worn a like a trucker hat that's got like the little like
Yeah,
holes
and
in
you
it?
get the little.
Do you get sunburned
Oh,
through
of
the
course,
holes? Do you
yeah,
really?
yeah.
All right.
It's
I've
like
always
a-
wanted to ask that.
It's like a screen door. Just stand in front of it. Like, you're still gonna get sunburned. You're just gonna look freaking weird. So
oh my god.
that's the facts, man. That's the facts of life.
Facts a lot. Hey, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have. All right, guys. Hey, listen, we got to take a short break. When we come back, we got a rundown. We got a lot of stuff for the rundown because it's been a month For God's sake. But stay with us, guys. Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler. Do
1990 was Yager's first year.
Yeah, dude. Unreal.
Hockey lasts forever, man. It's unreal.
Man. Dude, so I went to Amazon and I typed in hot dog cannon to see if we can purchase one. Because how fun would it be if we just do a live show and we have a hot dog cannon?
I love that. Except for like one of our first episodes we ever covered like 5 years ago was that lady that got shot in the eye with the hot dog by the Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's gonna be us. We don't. I get you don't give a shit, like, but who's paying for that?
That's fair. But there's like a lot of cool, like Oscar Mayer sells a tackle box for hot dogs. This is like wild, man.
A tackle box for
You
hot
can
dog.
buy like those like
What are you putting on?
like
your hot
what
dog?
is like a sausage caulk gun? It's $150. It's shaped. Oh, it's like that's what they use for a fucking hot dog cannon. Oh yeah.
Well, that's like that one thing that I bought, which is like it's like a glue gun, but it's for cheese.
Yeah, they have like a potato gun here too. There's also a dinosaur that holds hot dogs.
All good things. All good things.
All right, let's get
So
back
let's
to
go
it.
back.
Let's get back to it.
You're listening to The Divide, right here on The Gambler.
Welcome back to Vibe Live, Fox Sports The Gambler. Don't forget, check us out on our socials, guys. We're active there, even if we're not active
Yeah,
on the
I was gonna
radio.
say.
We're definitely active on our socials. Guys, TikTok, Divide Live. Instagram, Divide Live. Twitter, X, Divide Live. And don't forget to check out our YouTube page. We have the Fox Sports The Gamblers YouTube page that we're live on the regular. And we also have the Give Us a Shot Network YouTube page that we're always live on. And then if you follow the YouTube Live, you can see what we do during the break, which is, as you guys probably know, an immense amount of research.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of preparation for the next segment. It's definitely not us on Amazon figuring out how to get a hot dog cannon or
no.
anything like that. No, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
We're
That's
strictly
disrespectful.
serious, okay? You
We
guys
are.
see the desk. You see the work environment.
very professional.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's talk rundown here because there's been a lot of weird stuff that's
Oh
been
my
coming out in
God.
the news, and I don't know if it's because it's just slow time for media. I mean, we're in between award shows. There's no real sports going on with the exception of hockey and basketball, which apparently don't count anymore. So it's like the stuff that maybe it's just the stuff that people are interested in. For example, you sent me this today,
Right.
and I read it. And I can't say I agreed with it, but it kind of blew my mind that someone would at least admit it. Bradley Cooper
Yeah.
admitting that he didn't love his daughter right away.
Right.
He didn't even know if he loved her up until like 8 months?
8 months. Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. When I'll admit it.
Yeah.
First father, the kid's there, boy, girl, whoever, it's you, a newborn baby, and your wife, and yeah, you're not. I was like happy. I was overjoyed, but I wasn't like, like, oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
so in love. I was more like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna
Like,
screw
oh,
this up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So I can see if he was like, yeah, the first day or two, and then after a month, I really started to admire and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Dude, he said 8 months.
He said 8 months.
8 months.
Also, like, maybe he's not around the kid that often
I
because
thought
of
about that.
acting
I
or
thought
whatever
about
like
that.
But also, like, I also understood it changes. Like, at first, like, I was protective. Peyton had these beautiful big blue eyes, like, so, like, I was hooked and in love from the second I met her. But then when 8 months evolved, they have a personality now, and they start growing, and they just start mimicking you or reminding you of your loved ones. And yeah, then there's more of an emotional connection. I completely agree with that. But to try to say, like, he described it as like if somebody like came into the house and started shooting, he wouldn't have protected her.
Yeah, he straight up said that. He's like, if someone comes in with a gun,
Yeah.
I have to protect. He was like,
Yeah.
I gotta do it. Like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, you live in Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
no one's coming in with a gun, dude. Get out of here.
First,
That
yeah,
stupid scenario.
Such a thing to think about. but such a Bradley Cooper. I wouldn't expect it from.
Way to go,
anybody
Philly.
else.
He represents you, by the way. Unreal. I mean, I'm sure he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me, bro. I'll still watch your movies whether you love your kid or not. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
imagine
care.
your kid.
Don't care at all.
He's learning how to read, and he's just like, wait, what? Wait, what? Huh, Dad? Like,
You
kinda
didn't
messed
love
up.
it. Like, you can't
Yeah.
lie. I can't be like, I loved you from the moment I saw you.
And
Like,
from the
no,
love at first sight was not for us.
it happens, man. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe.
he's just. You know, people are gonna get on the internet and be like, "I feel the same way. He's so brave to admit it." You know that stuff's gonna. People do that stuff. People identify or they bend over backwards to identify with celebrities. People
Yeah.
are gonna now purposely not love their children just to be like Bradley Cooper. That's what's
I'm
crazy
a Bradley
about it.
Cooper dad.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, call me in 8 months. I'll think about it. But I'm taking the first 8 months off. You're with your own.
Bro, so dumb, Bradley
man.
Cooper. John Cena
Yeah.
is promoting his new movie.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
I've been liking John Cena. He's like kind of like
Growing on you.
Yeah, well, I've always kind of liked him because he's always been playing like the goofball, the funny guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's really.
When he was the drug dealer in that.
With Tina Fey and
Tina
Amy
Fey.
Poehler.
Yeah.
My safe word is keep going. But no, I've been liking a lot. And even when he did that DC thing, whatever.
Even Barbie. He was the mermaid.
I haven't seen Barbie yet.
Yeah, me either. I just know there was a lot of controversy because he decided to be the merman.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
You didn't see it at all?
I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah. I promise you.
All right. I'd
it's
be
not
mad
that
if you
I'm
saw it without
trying-
me. I'm just saying.
It's not that I'm trying to not see it. It's just like I don't know if you noticed. I changed career paths and did a bunch of other stuff.
I haven't noticed at all. But he apparently everybody thought it was a joke that he made an OnlyFans because
Mhm.
he's promoting this new movie.
Yeah.
And he straight up was like, "No, it's not a joke." What did
Yeah.
he say? I don't even know if we can say it on the radio. The things he
no,
listed that
he
they do.
described what he's doing.
But
and
those things could have dual meanings.
right.
So I don't have an OnlyFans
I'm
account.
Sure he's
I
doing.
didn't pop over.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the things that he listed are the actual things
Yeah.
of what it is.
like a Pop Tart.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right. I
He's
think
showing
if
actual
he's
Pop-Tarts.
making actual tea and not doing the
Yeah,
other thing that
right,
he's saying,
right,
or
yeah.
he's using his scissors to make arts and crafts and
right,
not
not-
doing something else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
what a marketing tool! Hold on. I have to Google John.
I was
Cena
gonna say, are you
OnlyFans.
joining right
I
now?
have to Google.
No, dear
I
God.
just want to Google like what.
This is dangerous. It's a good thing you're not doing this at work.
We're not allowed to do that at work.
OnlyFans or Google
Kidding.
John?
Yeah, it says the news. Oh, here it is. OnlyFans John Cena. Let me click. Oh, it says subscribe for free.
Yeah, so he can't be giving away the. It's a publicity stunt. I
It
think
is.
it's great for OnlyFans. It's great
I don't
want
want
to
to join just to subscribe. And
Oh
see
man,
something
yeah.
stupid.
Now
I
you're
kind-
in. Yeah.
I kind of do, but I
Yeah.
kind of don't. Because
Well, it's
how am I going to explain that to people? Oh no, I have an account because I did it for John Cena. And they're
Well, it's
gonna
like
be
all the the dating, like Ashley Madison and stuff, are now like promoting the fact that you could just join to meet other friends. Like you don't have to date them. You could just meet friends. Like Mike and Corey could meet on these
Is
dating
that
services.
really their new
Yeah,
angle
Tinder
there?
and all them. Yeah, they're like, do you want to be friends or whatever? So like if your significant other saw that you were on Tinder, then you could be like, I'm just trying to meet.
Just trying to meet friends.
You know, Will moved to Brooklyn.
Mike's always working. What do you want me to do?
Right.
What do you want me to do?
It's
Really? Because all
there's
your
no
matches
such-
are girls, so I
Yeah.
don't understand.
I wish there was an OnlyFriends.
Wait a second.
OnlyFriends.
Only friends.
Yeah.
We may have just ignore that. Ignore
But
that,
it's where
Billy.
everybody cheats.
We're just babe. We're just friends.
We're only friends.
Um,
Speaking of Kellogg, shout outs to them. I don't know if you saw that in the news.
what an idiot.
No, like he's
What
trying
an
to
idiot.
saving the financial crisis
First
one
of
bowl
all-
of cereal at a time.
So the CEO or the president, CEO of Kellogg
Yeah.
said, "Hey, I have an idea,
Mm-hmm.
Americans or general public. You should." He literally made this announcement. You should just eat cereal for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be a great way to combat inflation.
Yeah.
And I'm here to say
Mm-hmm.
that if you think I'm trying to combat inflation by eating cereal for dinner, and you think I'm eating your brand name cereal, you are off your rocker. Kellogg's is a lot more expensive than the basic stuff that they all sell.
Fair, that's fair. Now, there's two things I would like to share. One, sometimes you shouldn't share everything with the media. And that's probably one philosophy the CEO should not have shared. Because Walmart, during the recession, I don't know if you know this, but I worked there for like 4 minutes. They were telling everybody we're not going after the lower middle class anymore. We're going after the upper middle class during the recession. Because they realized they could capture an audience they never had. So they purposely brought in brands that they knew that the upper middle class would go after, whether it was Champion, Nike, Starter, anything they could get a hold of, including food and other beverages, to try to get them in. And then once they got them in, they started taking those brands away. So that was when the world needed. When the world was at its tough, Walmart capitalized.
That's so wild, man.
Yeah, but they didn't share that on the news.
No.
If they did, but they shared it enough to where I was like, yo, I'm out. I am out.
Unless dude was just trying to be cheeky, like if they were just asking, like, "Oh, you're a CEO, you're making this much money." It's like, "Oh, just eat cereal for dinner."
I'd get home late and I ate cereal for dinner. Like I definitely have had cereal for dinner.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
or a late night snack. Like I would have went that route. I wouldn't have went. Yeah, you know what? Next barbecue, we're having Rice Krispies.
Because you think, like, who's worried about inflation, right? It's not the college kid. I mean, he's worried about it, or he or she, like, they're not.
Well, that's what's
concentrated,
funny, right?
But it's like the average working class citizen is worried about inflation that usually has a wife and a family, or a significant other and a family. You know what I mean? So imagine like dad comes home from work. All right, everybody, kids. Looks like we're cooking cereal. Like, come on, man.
Yo,
you're not gonna do that with your whole family.
The funniest thing was like in when we were in college, that's close to recession time, right? Like, what was a known thing that was partly because we spent all of our money on booze, but
oh my god,
ramen,
so much money on booze,
right? Everybody was buying ramen.
Oh, absolutely. But that's because we were like, we
it was
literally,
$1.
dude, between gas and ramen, we literally figured out, like, all right, if I only put, now back then we could put $5 in your tank and it would actually go somewhere. Yeah. So we would put $5 in a tank of gas. We'd buy ramen, and then we would spend $70 on alcohol. And what was great is you didn't have to eat the whole thing of ramen, and you get blackout drunk a lot quicker. So it was perfect. It's funny, man. I was thinking about this today on the drive home. And I'm like, man, I there's like some like moments of my life that are so clear with my memory. And then from age like 19 to 22, for some reason,
just black.
It's a little blurry. You know what I mean? I don't know what the significance is or the reason, but I'm pretty sure everybody can draw their conclusions.
Yeah,
well, you know where my priorities were.
Yeah, now ramen is like a cool thing to eat, and it's like $6.
What?
Dude, Peyton's obsessed.
Is that the same reason why Crocs are like $60 or whatever they are? Like, it's just they're so sarcastically awful that people are into it now, and now they raise the price on that.
It's insane.
This is why I can't stand it. Let's the last thing for the rundown we want to talk about, because we're both people that when we go out we like to have a good time. But it's been a while since we've been out. A bar, or you should say a restaurant in the Atlanta area. It's called Catch Kitchen and Cocktails. Stirred controversy because they basically just added a live fee charge to your bill. So let's say you and the wife decide to go out, you make dinner reservations. Dude, I know you. You're like me. I'm not making my dinner reservations based off of what live music's going to be.
Never.
And in fact, if I'm making dinner reservations, exactly.
Right.
I don't want live music. So someone shared their bill where they had quite a bit. First of all, this is a pretty expensive place. I mean, 3 glasses of wine for $42, dude, or like $14 for a glass of wine. That's insane. Anyway, long story short, they had a tab well over $200. But what they noticed and what they circled was there was a party of 2 live band entertainment fee, and I guess it's $10 each because it was $20.
Yeah.
Like, is that the restaurant's fault, or should the restaurant just hire the band in hopes to get people to go to the bar and spend money.
Exactly. Like now I'm paying for you to have a live band that I probably didn't even want there to begin with.
Right.
Because like, look, I love musicians. I listen to music nonstop. Shout out to iHeartRadio. But the facts are the facts. Like I've never went to a bar to see a band. I've also never enjoyed a bar where there was a band playing. Unless I had emotional connection to that.
Well, I'm talking
said
bar.
person.
Go to a bar, see a
Right.
band, fantastic.
Right.
Sit down
Pay.
to dinner,
Right.
and there's anything more than a guy playing the piano.
No.
Like, come
No.
on, man. I'm not. I don't want to eat dinner.
And also,
have to
you're adding to
scream
your
across the table.
ambiance. I'm not paying for that crap.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Maybe this is the way the world's doing business now.
And that needs to be an upfront fee, right? Like there's been covers and stuff when you get in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
To just add that to the bill. Not to, I don't know, man. That's bullshit. And who knows? Maybe they did say that, and these people are just trying to put it on blast because that
it's
happens
funny.
too.
Just
But
put it on my tab.
just put it on my tab. Also, it was like the day after Valentine's Day they went, the 15th of February. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, which is messed up, man. You're already spending a lot of money going out around Valentine's
on
Day.
the 15th of February is supposed to be for the men, right? And that's a Thursday.
It's a particular day.
It is.
It is
should look
a
that up.
particular day. So
Give it back, ladies.
Give it back. Give it back.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
So that's crazy.
I'd be so pissed. if-
Yeah.
You know what it is? Because especially if you're going out, like I expect to spend money. I don't mind going to a nice place,
Mhm.
but it's the principle, and I get it. Your tab is close to $300 now after tip and tax and all that. And yeah, if you're spending $300, people are gonna be like, "Well, what's the big deal if it's $20?" It's the principle, man.
Could you imagine if that happened to Tyreek Hill? What he would have done to that lady?
Oh my God, he broke some legs, He juked his way on out of there without
Oh my
paying.
God.
We got to take a quick break, guys. When we come back, just stay with us. A lot more for the Divide Live, Fox Sports The Gambler. Give a shout out to Inzy before we leave, too. He actually just hit me back.
Sweet.
If you're on YouTube Live, guys, this is what I was talking about. The immense amount of research here. Tate butthole.
It's too funny. My God.
All right, man, dude. Last segment, 10 minutes. What do we got? What's breaking the bank here? Oh, funniest TV shows of all time. Duh, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go. You want 15 funniest? This is ranked according to IMDb. The other one
We'll pick it apart.
Yeah, we're gonna pick it apart regardless, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God. Let's do the top 20.
All right.
You're listening to The Divide right here on The Gambler.
And we are back, everybody. Divide Live, Fox Sports The Gambler. Let's do this. 20, not 15, 20 funniest TV shows ever made. Ranked. Let's go through as many as we can in the last 10 minutes. This was published a few months ago. This goes everything from classic sitcoms to just, contemporary satire, just any show, anybody. It's ranked by MovieWeb.com. The funniest TV shows ever made. Coming in at number 20, we have Bob's Burgers. Did you ever watch Bob's Burgers? I find it awkward and stupid.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like the other one that the same guy voiced, Archer. Did you ever see that? I thought that was hilarious. And it's the same voice. And then they did a crossover once. And that's hilarious because he's like, you sound amazing. So Archer's like a 007 type guy. And he's a
Okay.
ladies' man. And then Bob's Burgers is like the complete opposite. He's like a receding hairline goofball with a goofy family. And they crossed over, but like talking to each other. And it was the funniest episode ever. So I was a fan of Archer. My brother loves Bob's Burgers so much that they have a portrait of their family in that animation.
Do they really?
Yeah,
He's
they
a
love
big Bob's Burgers
He's
guy.
a big Bob Burger.
Big Bob Burger. Number 19, you have Frasier. Frasier was on around the
Dry.
same time or
Ugh.
after Yager's girlfriend was born. 1993 to 2004. I'm actually surprised that it lasted that
show
long.
reminds me of like the driest of driest wines.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, snooze fest completely. I'm sure there was some funny moments, but nah, not at all.
No.
18, Modern Family.
Oh, that's
Very funny.
very funny.
Went on for a little too long.
Clip worthy though. Yeah, the kids got a
Absolutely.
little too old.
Yeah. Phil Dunphy, just the funniest man there.
Yeah.
Funniest man there. But yeah, well, I'll say okay. Veep. Did you ever watch Veep?
Hey, was that with Pamela Anderson?
No. Veep was with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, the one that played Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
she's the
yeah.
VP.
I've seen a few, not enough to say that.
Severely underrated.
Okay.
You would actually like it a lot, believe it or not. Really good. Let's skip around a few because 16's Mr. Bean. Nobody likes Mr.
Ted
Bean.
Lasso in this at all?
I'm not there yet. 15's Arrested Development. Jason Bateman. Okay show. Wasn't a huge fan of it, but I could go back. 14 is Nothing We've Ever Heard Of. Friends is on there at number 13.
Okay.
Fresh Prince is number 12. Seinfeld. We all know how you feel about Seinfeld at 11. I don't even like the order of these three. I think Seinfeld is funny. I actually think it's a lot funnier than number 11. You don't. You're not a Seinfeld guy.
No, it's awful.
Fresh,
What's the deal with my
Fresh-
crappy show?
Friends was funny. I don't know how I feel about, like, I don't know. Let's go through the rest of this list here.
Is How I Met Your Mother on it?
Nah, I might be. Not yet. Hold on. Number
don't-
10 is South Park. Golden Girls is number 9. They got
What are we
Golden Girls
talking
above,
about?
like,
Who
we're
made
talking
this
about
who made
funniest
this
TV
list?
shows of all time.
South Park's top 3 easily because it's
I would say top 5.
generational.
Yes.
generational.
Well, they do. I don't know if they
Yeah,
still do.
still current,
But they do shows literally week by week, so it's very current,
very
extremely
current. Yeah, very current.
The Golden Girls, like, come on, man, you can't say it's the funniest number. It's not. It can't be in the top 10 funniest TV shows of all time. Like, it just can't be. The Simpsons are number 8. The Simpsons should be top 10 just for their run alone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Always Sunny is number 7. Always Sunny's hysterical.
It
in
is. It's
Philadelphia.
great.
That's
And you
like
can
the
pick
one
that up
thing.
at any time.
You really
yeah,
can.
the
It doesn't
Wade
matter.
Boggs one.
Oh my God.
Just earlier today, I was sharing clips, and it was the one where they were at like a place that didn't have alcohol, and it's like, wait, they have.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is where this list loses me. Always Sunny, absolutely hysterical. Put it anywhere in your
Right,
top 10. I
right.
don't care. Sometimes some people are like, it's not for everybody. And then number 6, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The corniest show on planet Earth. Like, dude, I like Sandberg.
It should be in
corny.
the 20s. It should be in the 20s, especially if 19 was Frasier. I would put Brooklyn Nine-Nine 15. But who I'm putting way above Brooklyn Nine-Nine is Kenny freaking Powers. Eastbound and Down should be somewhere in there, and I get it. It's probably because of the rated R. It's not. But dude, that was a funny show.
Oh, dude, I should have looked at
Feel
number
it in
1
my
before I read this
plums.
stupid list.
What's number 1?
Hold on. I got to build the suspense here. We have a few minutes left.
Okay.
All right. So, Brooklyn Nine-Nine 6. We don't agree with that at all. Parks and Recreation, number 5. Funny show.
Clip worthy, yeah.
I don't know if it's top 10. But like 30. Did you ever watch 30 Rock?
That's the one with the guy.
Alec Baldwin and Tina Fey, 30 Rock?
I did, and Tracy Morgan makes that show,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, Alec
Like,
Baldwin is he's great. I mean, the whole show is great. I
30
watched
Rock
it.
was good.
Um,
Don't think it's a top 5, but
I think
it's
I
good.
think it'll beat out a lot of these. Like, you have Family Guy is number 4. They're top 5.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Then this is generational here. I Love Lucy's number 3.
that's crazy.
That's a generational thing. That's like one of those cult things where it's like,
Whose grandma made this?
exact, dude.
list?
Well, it gets worse. Number 2 is The Office. I like The Office. The Office is funny. I feel like The Office is, again, one of those cult followings where
Yeah.
people are into it because everybody else is into it. I do like it. There's a lot of funny.
And this is number 2?
This is number 2. You're never going to guess what number 1 is. I'm actually so angry that I didn't look at what number 1 was first because I wanted to. Shame on you, Movie Web.
Was it like Alf?
Dude, it's Futurama.
No.
So you don't have 30 Rock on this list.
No, you can't.
You don't
put
have Curb on this list.
Futurama?
You don't like you put Futurama as number one. If you're gonna put Family Guy as number one, if you can put anything, or put The Office as number one, like there's so many other TV shows. You can bump I Love Lucy. That that could be funny shows of all time if we're doing like a top 50 list. But I mean, dude, Parks and Rec, sure. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like Workaholics was funny. I mean, not everybody's cup of tea, but still, I feel like there's just How I Met Your Mother should be on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No.
I never watched it, but some people go crazy over Big Bang Theory.
But also, like, if you're gonna put on like all these other, you got to put Saved by the Bell up there too. And like you could.
yeah. All right. What was the other one? This is the 15 best comedy shows according
Different
to
Strokes
IMDb.
was funny.
6 Feet Under. Did you ever watch 6 Feet Under?
No.
So they got Arrested Development on there. South Park. See, IMDb has South Park as number 13 of all time. The Marvelous Miss Maisel they have as number 12.
Pretty funny.
That's actually, I do like that show a lot. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Boys Meet World was pretty funny.
It was. The Simpsons are on here, number 11.
Yeah.
IMDb also has The Boys on here. This is a little bit more frequent. Freaks and Geeks. That was actually a pretty good TV show.
Yeah.
What the hell is BoJack Horseman?
I don't know.
This is on Curb. This has Curb on there.
Okay.
You're not a big Curb guy. Always Sunny
No.
again at number 6. Okay. See this Ted Lasso's on here for number 5.
Should have went with this list.
It's a little more current. Seinfeld's number 4. You would have hated it because you would have hated that Seinfeld's so high. Friends is number 3. I don't really like that either. The Office is number 2 again. Number 1?
Seinfeld.
No, Rick and Morty.
I like Rick and Morty.
I don't think I've ever watched one.
Not enough
episode
episodes.
of
Not
Rick
enough
and Morty.
episodes. Needs more episodes. But Rick and Morty is classic. Pickle Rick.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Maybe I'm not with it. Maybe I just think my shows are funny and that's it.
Yeah. I don't think Frasier is funny at all.
No, but I have the Frasier theme song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
With the sauce salad and scrambled eggs.
Marvelous Miss Maisel was absolutely funny.
Did you finish it?
No, I didn't
You
actually.
should finish it, man.
Yeah.
Ends really nice.
I
They
feel-
die. No, I'm
I
kidding.
was gonna say I feel like it doesn't after that. Like it sounds like it's terrible. Like
No, man, it was good.
I don't trust your bloodline because of the fact that you guys will lie to each other to make other people
There's
watch.
such a distrust in our
Yeah.
family that anytime. So it started off with just us recommending terrible movies to each other, and it caught. Obviously, it caught on pretty quick.
It
So we're
did.
like, dude, you have to watch this movie, and then you waste 2 hours of your life, and then we just start laughing. So now, have you ever heard of Twin Peaks?
The restaurant?
No, no,
Oh, I was
not
gonna-
those Twin
I was gonna
Peaks.
say they're my
No,
client, so you
those-
got to be careful.
No. Twin Peaks was a show. I want to say it was back in like the 90s or early 2000s.
Okay.
Super weird.
Mhm.
And it was the 90s because I think American Gladiators got popular right after Twin Peaks ended.
Okay.
Because I think whatever station had Twin Peaks had to fill that slot, and that's why American Gladiators blew up.
Wow.
Anyway, it's very weird. It won a whole bunch of awards. I think they did a movie about it,
Yeah.
or like a Twin Peaks movie in the early 2000s. Either way, Jay has been watching it. It's super weird, but it's so awful. It's in his wheelhouse, but he keeps trying to get us to watch it. Like, he's
Gotcha.
like, you guys got to watch the season. So, but anyway, so all of this, we're like, dude, we don't watch recommended movies, shows. We're like, no, forget it, dude. We're not wasting our time. But anything else we recommend, you got to try this restaurant. Now we're like, do we really have to try it? Or was it so bad you just want us to suffer too?
That's great.
It's fantastic.
The League was sneaky funny.
Oh,
too.
yeah, I forgot about the league. See, we're going to do our own
Sneaky
funniest
funny.
TV shows
Yeah.
of all time. Well, we'll get back to you guys with that next week. Huge shout out to Mr. Inzarello for winning that New Jersey Hockey Sectional State Championship. I do got to shout you out because you just won that earlier. It was a great game. And good luck in the finals, buddy. And for the rest of the Philadelphia Trenton area, you guys, we will see you next week. We will definitely be back. So hopefully you can't wait to hear our voices.